Hello children, I am Nisha here from Mangla Vidya Mandira, your English teacher. So children, in continuation with the part 1 video, so today in this video we are going to learn a new lesson, that is Gulliver's Travel. So what is the name of the lesson, children? The name of the lesson is Gulliver's Travel, written by Jonathan Swift. What is the name of the author, children? Jonathan Swift. Before starting the lesson, I will just give you a brief introduction about the author. Jonathan Swift was an Englishman who has written many adventurous stories. Like he has written essay, he has written poetries, and so many novels he has written. And he is also best known for his written story, that is Gulliver's Travel, which we are going to learn in this video. So in this story, the main character is Gulliver, a sailor who visits a strange and adventurous place. Okay, so let's have a look, children. So open your textbook, page number 116 in Marigold textbook. So I'll start with the lesson, children. When a person tells a story of his life in his own words, it is called an autobiography. So children, like if a person shares his own experience of life in his own word, like suppose he writes some incident that happened in his life, and he shares that time, whatever he is writing down, that is called an autobiography. Like Gulliver, a sailor, was once caught in the land of giants. This is how he describes his experiences. So a person whose name is Gulliver, he has been experienced a strange incident which he shares through the story, through this story, which is shares his experience through this story. So I will start with the lesson, children. On the 16th of June 1730, we discovered land. So we is who here? Gulliver. Okay. So the author himself is narrating the story, sharing his own experience, as I mentioned. So on the 16th of June, on the 16th date of June month, that is year is 1730, Gulliver has discovered land. Our captain is head, sent a dozen men with vessels for water. So there, what happened? He has sent so many men to in search of water, to just go and find it out water. If any could be found, when we came to land, we saw no river, no spring, nor any inhabitants. Inhabitants means people who live in a particular place. So when they came, there was no one. Actually, there was no river, there was no spring. Spring is source of water, and even there was nobody living on that land. I went on to explore. Now the I is here Gulliver. He just wanted to explore the things nearby. So he was in search of a water, since he had just started moving out. The country was barren and rocky. Barren in the sense not used for cultivation. A land which is not used for cultivation, it will stay like that only. And rocky means full of rock. I turned back to join the crew, only to see them getting into the boat and rowing for life to get to the ship. So when he turned back, what happened? The ship has already started moving. Before I could reach them, I observed a huge creature. So he wanted to reach near the ship. By the time he saw some huge creature means big creature, walking after them in the sea as fast as he could. So that creature was following him very fast in the sea. The water of the ocean reached only till his knees. Now the water of the ocean, since he is a very tall person, it has reached till the knees only. However, the monster was unable to overtake the speeding boat, but he is still trying to just reach near the boat, but the boat went off. I turned back quickly and climbed up a steep hill with fields of barley on either side, and the corn rising up to 40 feet. So what happened? He saw the boat has been moved, so he just climbed up a steep hill. Okay, he just went to the hill, and near the hill he saw few fields were there of barley, as well as the corns were there. The corns cultivation was going on. There was a fence to pass from one field to another. There was a boundary, okay, to pass from one field to another field. It was impossible for me to climb because every step was 6 feet high. So it was little difficult for Gulliver to climb the what we call boundary, because climb the fence, because it was 6 feet high. I was trying to find a gap in the hedge. Hedge means a fence. He was just trying to get it, if I get some space so that I can easily move to the another field. When I discovered one of the inhabitants in the next field walking towards the fence. At the same time, he saw somebody was coming towards the fence. He was the same size as the creature chasing the boat. So now, when he was coming, the person looks exactly the same height, body. The personality is the same who was chasing him near the boat. I was struck with utmost fear. Utmost means very high fear and astonishment. Astonishment means amaze. And ran to hide myself. When he saw the person is coming, the huge creature is coming towards him, what he did, he thought of hiding somewhere. He called in a voice much louder than a trumpet. Trumpet means some musical instrument. So the person has called him in a very loud voice. It sounded like thunder. Means such a big sound he has called the Gulliver. 7 monsters like him came towards the field ready to reap the corn. Now along with that creature, there were other 7 persons also who was ready to cut down the corn. They carried a reaping hook. Some instrument was there to cut the corn, which was very big. When one of the reapers approached where I lay hidden, I screamed as loud as I could. So when they are about to cut the corn, Gulliver has already hidden himself. So after seeing them, he screamed in a very loud voice. The creature stopped reaping. So they just stopped it because they listened the big sound of Gulliver. They stopped reaping, picked me up between his thumb and forefinger and brought me close to his eyes. So what he did, can you see in the image also, children? He just picked Gulliver with his hand, forefinger, and he has got Gulliver close to his face. He looked at me with curiosity and blew my hair aside to get a better view of my face. So all his hairs were fallen on his face. So what he did, he just blew the hair which is there on his face, so that he can see the face properly of Gulliver. He called his friend and gently placed me on the ground. They all sat on the ground to take a good look at me. So what he did, he just called all the men who were there with him for reaping the corn, and he placed Gulliver on the ground so that everyone can look at him. I slowly backward and forward pulled off my hat and made a low bow towards the farmers. So what he did, he just started moving here and there so that he can escape. I tried to speak to them loudly in a several language. He started speaking in a different language so that they will understand. Each time I did so, the farmer who picked me up held his ear very close to me, but in vain. So the farmer, when he was trying to speak, the farmer just picked him and he kept his ear near to his mouth, but he was unable to hear what Gulliver was telling. The farmer took me to his house and placed me at some distance on the dining table, which was 30 feet high from the floor. Now finally what happened, the farmer has carried Gulliver to his home, and he just placed him on the dining table, which is already 30 feet high from the ground. Dinner was brought for the farmer in a dish which was 10 feet in a diameter. So even the dinner has been got for him, because since he is a very huge person, the vessel was also 10 feet big in diameter. The farmer's wife crumbled some bread and placed it before me. In the middle of the dinner, I heard a noise behind me. Okay, so what happened? Even the farmer's wife got something for him also to eat. While in the middle of the dinner, Gulliver heard some noise. It was the purring of a cat. Purring means soft voice of a cat that was 10 times larger than an ox. The voice was very different. It is totally different, larger than the ox. The farmer's wife was stroking him. Stroking means patting him. Then entered the farmer's 1-year-old son in the arms of a lady. On seeing me, the child grabbed me from the table and put my head into his mouth. So the lady is having, the farmer's wife is having a 1-year-old child. So the moment the child saw Gulliver, what he did, he just grabbed in that the child just grabbed him from the table and put my head, like put his head near to his mouth. I shouted so loudly that the baby dropped me. So by seeing that, Gulliver got very frightened. He thought, what I will do, this child would have ate me. So he just started screaming. By listening to the scream, what the child did, he just dropped the Gulliver down. I would have broken my neck if the mother had not held her apron under me. He would have already collapsed, but before that, the child's mother has taken care of him. Later, she put me on her own bed and covered me with a clean white handkerchief. So what she did, later what happened, she just took Gulliver and made him sleep on her bed by covering him with a clean white handkerchief. The moment he slept on the bed, he started dreaming. Okay, he started dreaming about his wife and about his children. So the children, this story is adapted from Gulliver's travel novel, which is written by Jonathan Swift. Hope you all have understood this story and this story is clear for you. Moving to the exercise part. New words. Bellowing means very loud noise. Inhabitants means occupants, the people who are living there. Barren means land with no vegetation. Okay, then next is astonishment, greatly surprised. Then crumbled, broken into pieces. Grab, pick suddenly. So we'll move with the question answer session, children. The very first main is about answer the following. Why did the captain send the man to the land? Because the land, if he could find some water, to get some water, the captain has sent the man to the land. Why did the man rush back to the ship? The man rushed back because they saw no river, there was no inhabitant staying on that land, as well as there was no spring. Choose the correct answer. He was like the giant carried a reaping hook because he was going to reap the corn. That is the correct answer. They put Gulliver on the ground to look at him because they had never seen such a tiny man. Next is sailor. Next is what? Gulliver was a whom? Gulliver was a sailor. Name the creature to whom you could look like Gulliver. The creature is now extinct. The word begins with the letter D. It is dinosaur. From the text, write the sentence that tells you the following. The giant reapers were fascinated by Gulliver, and what they did, they all sat on the ground to take a glimpse at him. Gulliver was a learned man. From the text, write the sentence that tells you the following. Okay, Gulliver was a learned man, like because he wanted to explore so many things. He went to explore so many things. The farmer's son thought Gulliver was a toy. On seeing me, the child grabbed from the table and put my head into his mouth. He saw it. The baby thought it is a toy for him. The farmer's wife was kind-hearted woman. Because she just made him slept on the bed and covered him with a clean white handkerchief. Read the following sentence carefully. The giant's farmer voice was as loud as the bellowing trumpet, or the giant's farmer voice was loud as thunder. When something is very cold, we say it is cold as ice. This is because ice is very cold. Just this you have to just read it out, children. Now complete the following sentence using the words given in the box. Okay, so it is a simile, like you are comparing something, like the giant's farmer voice was as loud as thunder. So the voice has been compared to thunder. When you do a comparison, that is called simile. When something is very cold, we say it is as cold as ice. So in the same way, this you have to find it out. Like dash as red as a feather, and as slow as tortoise, as black as honey, as gentle as snow, as warm as ox, as sweet as rose, as light as toast, and white as breeze. So you just have to find it out, the correct one, and write it down. Use the above expressions to complete the following sentence. The old man's hair is as white as what? The old man hair is as white as what? You will write, children? Yes. The old man hair is as white as, you can write light. Something you can write. Light, white as feather. Then his feet were as cold as ice. You can write like that. Then you have to compare. Okay. Then the newspaper boy. Okay. What is that? 1 second. We can write like that also. The old man hair is as white as a snow. Yes. Instead of that, you can write the old man's hair is as white as of snow. Then the newspaper boy was as slow as a tortoise in delivering the papers. I felt as light as a feather after exercising. Create your own comparison for the following. Work in pairs. Like you just, again there is a comparison. As I told, it's a simile where you have to compare. As tall as tree, as fast as rabbit, as high as kite, as angry as bull, as tiny as ant, as brave as lion. So this you can do it in the textbook only. The page number 122, children, you have to do it in the textbook. No need to write it in the notebook right now. There are many reasons why something happens. For simile, I will be giving you some worksheets so that you have to do it. There are many reasons why something happens. For example, event and reason. Gulliver could not climb the fence because every step was 6 feet high. We saw one of the giants coming towards him. He ran to hide himself. Because unable to climb, because all the 3 reasons are correct only, right? Because of the 3 reasons he was not able to climb the fence. Now look at the picture and describe in group why the following events happen. You may find more than one reason for each of them. So here again, like what we can say, the play, and the very first door is play. Something is written there. The actor was not available for the play. Yes. Next one is the couple wanted to spend some time together. You can see in the picture and you just have to write it down. It was a cool night to go for a walk. Here, children, let's write. Look at the following examples. I was trying to climb over the fence when the giant saw me. The farmer's wife was stroking the cat when her 1-year-old son entered. Match the following and write complete sentence in the lines given below. So what was happening and what happened? This you have to match it down and then you have to write it there only. In the textbook only, below you have to write it. The first one I will just explain you. I was writing a letter. Okay, I was writing a letter. So what had happened? When the lights went out. Okay, when the lights went out, I was writing a letter. In the same way, you have to join the phrases and sentence and complete it to one particular sentence. Now complete the following suitably. I was sitting in the taxi yesterday. When I saw a man running behind it. Okay. He was cleaning out his cupboard when he saw a dead rat lying there. Then in the same way, a mad dog ran out onto the road. My favorite teacher walked into the room. Here also, children, what you have to do? This you have to write it in the textbook only. Look at the following examples. Write first 2 are compared when all the 3 are compared. First 2 are compared when all the 3 are compared. So what you have to do? Means a degree of comparison is given. One is fast, second is faster, third one is fastest. Okay. So this what you have to do? You have to just write it down. The sailboat is fast. The car is faster and the aeroplane is fastest. So degree of comparison we have already learned, children. So you just have to write it down in the notebook, like fast, faster, fastest. In the same way, few words you need to find it out, and you have to just compare with positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. In all the three forms you have to write. The next one is now complete the following in the same way using the words easy or strong. So here few words are given. So what you have to do, you have to just form the sentence by adding the word either easy or strong. Like skipping is easy, jumping is easier than skipping, walking is the easiest of all. So here also the comparison has been done, like easy is positive degree, easier is comparative, then easiest is superlative degree. So all the three degrees have been used here. In the same way, the dog is strong. So here children, strong, stronger, strongest. So this you have to write it in the textbook. Now complete the following in the same way using the words juicy or exciting. You can use either juicy or exciting. Like juicy will be juicy, juicier, juiciest. Okay, and exciting will be only exciting, more exciting, and most exciting. So these three degrees again you can use it here to complete this sentence also. Correct the use of describing words in the following sentences. Okay, so here describing words means what, children? Adjectives. Correct? You are describing the word either through the noun or the pronoun. When the word, noun or pronoun has been described, that is called adjectives. So this is the simpler problem of all of them. So problem, there is a problem, but what is the problem there? Is it simple or it is like describing words in the following sentence? Okay. So what you have to do, you have to make it into the degree. You have to convert it into degree. Like this is the simplest form, okay, of them all, no, of all. Second, which is the lightest of the two parcel, which is the lighter parcel. Third one is he is cleverer than me. Then again, I like this better. The flood became worse as the rain increased. So here also a sentence has been given in a comparative form. I have converted either into the I have converted into superlative degree. The last one. Punctuate the following sentence using capital letters, full stop, commas, question mark, apostrophe, exclamation, etc. Children, this you have to do it by yourself and post it in the group. Punctuation. So always one thing you have to remember, the beginning of the sentence should be capital. So I will be always capital, and you need to punctuate the entire sentence. Like if there is a particular word is given, so you should know which punctuation you need to put, whether exclamation sign you need to put, comma you need to put, full stop you need to put. Okay, just find it out from your end and send it in the group. Next one, punctuate the following sentences. Again, it's a homework, children. Post it in the group. Let's find out. Fill in the blanks. Yes, it's very interesting. Fill in the blanks. Giant tree. Okay, redwood trees of California. Next is what? Giant bird. What is a giant bird? What is a large bird? Okay, ostrich. A giant land animal, elephant. A giant water creature, giant means big, blue whale. A giant reptile, it is crocodile. A giant aeroplane, Antonov AN225 Maria. Again, this you have to write it in the textbook only. Creative writing, okay. You woke up one morning and found yourself in the land of dwarfs. Write a paragraph describing your experience there and how you could go back to home finally. You may begin like this. Everything around me looked different, like they are very small in height, but dwarfs means very short, very tiny person. People are called dwarf, but at the same time also looked very cute, They look at me with amazement, and I had to pick them up on my hand to talk to them, because they are very tiny. You cannot just bend down. So what you will do, you will pick them on your hand, and you will just communicate with them. They ate very less food, and it is very excited to see. Like I was excited to see that I was the tallest at all, because when you compare, the doves are very tiny, you feel you are very taller than them. I help them all in my daily work. These kind of sentences you can form, and you can just create a story, create a writing. So children, hope this lesson is clear for you. Along with the exercise, I will be sharing the PDF in the group for this exercise notes. So there is a one homework. What you have to do, you have to page number 127 in your textbook, punctuate the following sentences. That what you have to do, you have to punctuate and send it in the group. Okay, so till then children, hope this lesson is clear for you. If there is any doubt, you can post it in the group. So thank you children, take care of yourself.